this video, I am going to show you guys my step-by-step plan on how you can turn a $7,000 investment into Parcel into $304,000. All right, so I'm gonna briefly go over what Parcel is, and I say briefly because on the Know It Owls YouTube channel, we did a full fundamental deep dive on Parcel. We went through the white paper, we went through the docs, we went through the social media, the tokenomics, literally everything. So I'm gonna keep it high level on here, and I'm also gonna show you my step-by-step take profit plan. And if you stick around to the end, I'm gonna show you how I would go about yield farming for Parcel if I were to accumulate it passively, all right? Also, another thing to note, I do not own Parcel. I don't plan on buying it. I'm personally more bullish on Rio, but I know that other people are excited about this project. I know other people are gonna buy it. So I just wanted to make this video to show how I would go about taking profits if I were to invest $7,000 into this project. So before we get started, I do have to say none of this is financial advice. Please, please, please consult your financial advisor before making any investment decisions. This video is for your education purposes only. So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video, starting off with what the heck is Parcel and what problem are they trying to solve? All right, so here we are on the Parcel website. You see they're backed by some pretty reputable firms, Coinbase Ventures, Solana Ventures, Dragonfly Capital. And they essentially created an index so that you can invest into cities, right? So instead of owning the property individually, like owning a rental property in Chicago, let's go ahead and launch app, you can actually own the whole city of Chicago. And I don't own it, to own it is misleading. It's a derivative. So you're owning, it's like city futures. So almost think of it as tokenizing a city. And then you create a derivative of that and you're able to buy the derivatives. So a good strategy could be like, I remember a few weeks ago, I live here in San Francisco and the world leaders came in, they cleaned up the city real well. They sent the homeless people somewhere, hopefully as a vacation and not somewhere bad. They came back after, but that would have been a good time to long San Francisco. You can leverage, so you can long or short. So if we go to property sales, you can see they got Atlanta, Austin, Boston, Brooklyn. You hit trade and you can long or short and use leverage, right? So it offers everyday people a way to be able to speculate on their favorite cities. And we went through the white paper on the Know It Owls YouTube channel, and they have a pretty novel way of showing up-to-date prices instead of using lagging information such as the Case-Shiller index, so that you can know what things are valued at close to real time. So yeah, definitely watch that video if you haven't. So now that we know what Parcel is, let's go through my step-by-step take profit plan and show you how I would go about turning a $7,000 investment into $304,000. All right, guys, so here is my take profit plan from Parcel, old school, written down on paper. Now, it's important to know that when you're coming up with your take profit plan, you want to have a conservative estimate as to where you think price can go, lowballing it, and you want to have an aggressive estimate and set up your take profit strategy in a way that even if it doesn't hit your conservative or if it exceeds your aggressive, you're still able to make a good amount of profits. And that's what we have here. So at the time of this video, Parcel was 41 cents. The market cap was $50,258,605. My conservative estimate as to where I think Parcel can go is $3 billion, a $3 billion market cap. And on the aggressive side, I think it can hit a $5 billion market cap, as this is an RWA altcoin. The market cap's pretty low. So I think a rising tide is going to raise all ships, and I think this one is going to rise as well. So starting with a $7,000 investment here, my first take profit is going to be once it does a 9x. So that'll bring the price from 41 cents to $3.69. It's going to bring the market cap from 50.2 million to $452,327,445. It's going to turn my 7K into 63K. So my goal is to always be playing with house money as soon as possible. So I'm taking out my principal plus 100%, 14K. So now I'm in a risk-free trade. I got my principal back and I got 100% in profit. So I'm up 100%, right? So now I still have $49,000 left. My second take profit is going to be when it does a 5x. And if you notice, it brings the market cap to 2.2 billion and some change, and it's right under my conservative estimate. I like to take profits under that, under big even levels, because I know traders are looking at that, and I want to take my position out before they do. So that's going to turn the price from $3.69 to $18.45, and my 49K is going to be worth 245K. Now, since I'm not extremely bullish on this project, my moon bag is going to be a little smaller, right? The more convicted I am, the more willing I am to hold it. And I'm not super crazy about the tokenomics either. At least up until January 2025, it's going to be a lot of unlocks happening. So that's another thing to keep in mind. So I'm taking out $200,000. So now I have 214K in profits, and I still have 45K left in the position. So now my third take profit is going to be after it does a 2x. It's going to bring the price from $18.45 to $36.90. It's going to bring the market cap right under my aggressive estimate at $4.5 billion. Now my 45K is going to be worth 90K. And since I think we're getting close to the top, I'm willing to leave 30K in there. I'm taking out $60,000 in profits. Now you're probably wondering, well, what do I do with the rest? Every time there's a 25% increase, I'm taking out 50% of my profits. So now if you do the math, you got 30K left plus these numbers over here. You just turned $7,000 into $304,000. So now for all you guys who stuck around, let's go over my yield farming strategy, and let me show you how I would go about accumulating Parcel passively so that I can have more to sell once it pumps in the bull market. So if we go over to CoinGecko, we want to see where most of the trading is happening for Parcel on a decentralized exchange. So these are all sexes. If we go to page 2, now you see some dexes. You see Orca, so Parcel, Jito, Sol. And if we go to the third page, you also see us traded with USDC, Sol, and Sol again. So if we go over to the website, you can see these pools. Now you see that the fees are only $490 in 24 hours, and the TVL is 523,000, while the volume is only 188,000. Now, you guys know, if you've watched any of my videos, we look at good volume to TVL ratios. We want the volume to at least be where the TVL is or more. On the 24-hour and on the 7-day, this one isn't. So I'm not too interested in this one. I'm not interested in this one either. The TVL is 92,000, the volume is 67,000, and it just gets worse and worse as we go down. The volume is lower than all of the TVLs. On top of that, you guys know I am not a Solana bull. Like in the video that we did on the deep dive on the Node Owls channel, I said in there that I questioned their judgment that they would build this kind of platform on Solana. There's a lot of other chains with high throughput and cheap fees. So yeah, I'm not too excited about that. And I don't like these pools either. So what I would do is enter into some other pools like the Maple ETH pool or the Pendle ETH pool or ETH USDC pool or other pools that we talk about within our paid private group. By the way, if you guys want to get access to that and you want to learn how to conduct research like a professional, take profits like a professional, get access to our timely buy and sell calls, and go through our Node Owl Academy, which I think is the best yield farming course in the world. And I say that because I've been through the top ones. Click the link in the description and book a free strategy session. You'll talk to me or one of our coaches, and we'll ultimately see if our program is a good fit for you. I digress here. Wrapping this up, I would rather enter into another pool and use my rewards to buy Parcel if I wanted to accumulate it, because there are way better pools out there where you can get a much higher yield for much lower risk. So with that, I'd like to conclude this video. Guys, if you got value, I ask that you kindly consider subscribing, drop a like, drop a comment, share with a friend. Let me know what RWA project you want us to cover on the Node Owls YouTube channel. Anytime we cover one, I make a take profit strategy video, and Jay Manchin will make a video explaining it in 2 minutes. He just started those. So let us know what you guys want us to cover next. Other than that, I thank you guys so much for tuning in. I love every single one of you watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and trade safe.